everybody! Welcome to Draw With Me Kids Edition, and we're already on episode 17. I mean, we're counting last week when we did our short video of flags, so we hope you guys had a great Canada Day and had some fun making your own decorations. So we're back with some...
Cats!
We're gonna draw. This is Lindy. This is Sophia's little TY Beanie Baby cat, or Beanie Boo cat. And we're going to draw some cats. Sort of similar to Lindy, maybe a little bit different. In the meantime, let's get started with what we drew 2 weeks ago. Can you believe we had a break last week?
What?
Yeah. It's true.
Dinos.
Dino. So our last official video was dinosaurs with you guys, and we got some pretty interesting ones here. We have Wiz, Jack, and Gemma. Sophia created the Triceratops, the Raptor, and the T-Rex with her cool twisty tails. We got my dinos all running what looks like they might be running after the Triceratops. They're just playing. They're not chasing the Triceratops. That's my story. And we got these cool creations, Gobet Kid, and some pretty cool takes on like how I'm wearing clothes and standing up like people. I think it's really cool.
The one in the top corner that has a name.
Oh, Alphys. I think it says Alphys. So these are really cool creations that you guys did for the Dino Week. This week we're going to do cats.
Meow.
And I have drawn a whole heck of a lot of cats. Especially because I did a book called Joey the Dragon, and not to give anything away, he meets a bunch of cats in the book, which are all cats that exist. So I had a lot of fun drawing those kitty cats. Carson and Sasha and
Kitty Bean.
Kitty Beans.
Jack.
Belle.
Jenny.
I'm missing somebody. Oh no.
I think you guys are Daisy?
Ripley.
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 There's gonna be I think I know who I'm gonna draw.
Sophia knows who
Misty,
she's gonna draw.
Cookie, and Orangey.
So we're gonna start doing cats today, but I'm also gonna show you guys how to take these cats and make them into bigger cats, like tigers or lions, and that kind of stuff. So let's get ourselves our blank piece of paper, our pencils, and our erasers, and we'll get going.
And Lindy.
Oh, and Lindy. Lindy's gonna help too.
She's entertainment
So
as well.
we're going to do the one that you saw here in my picture. We're going to do the sitting one, which is going to have a lot of very similar shapes to when you guys did your dragons and some of your dinos from last week.
I want to have I think Cookie's going to be sitting like that.
Yep.
Misty's going to be lying on her tummy.
Okay.
And Orange is going to be standing up.
Of course, we have trivia as well. So everybody ready? Here we go. The first thing you're going to do is start with a circle.
Look at her. She's intent on seeing what I'm drawing. So this is going to
Start with a circle.
This is going to be Cookie.
And then we're going to draw something that's a little bit like a guitar pick, if you've ever seen one. And if you haven't, it's sort of like a rounded triangle.
Yeah.
So that's the chest of the kitty. So if you want a kitty that has a long neck, you would move this shape down a little lower. But it sort of represents where the kitty's shoulders and the legs are going to be. So you just sort of do this rounded shape. And that'll help you get their sitting position.
My little Cookie doesn't have too much of a neck. She's got tiny
That's
neck.
okay. And then, because we're doing them in a sitting position, we do a circle just below. Not too far away, unless you want a tall cat. Almost the same size as the head, maybe just a bit bigger. And that's the
Cookie's a
hips.
tall cat.
Cookie's a tall cat, so you can put it just a little further away, not too much. This is the hips of your cat. So why am I telling you all of these parts when sometimes I don't tell you those parts when we're drawing? It's because when we are going to show you how to draw a cat sitting down, lying down, or standing up, you'll have to remember these parts too, because these are the main 3 body parts of the cat. The sort of the rib cage area here, the hip, and the head. Don't draw those circles though. That was just me showing which parts I was talking about. So once you get these parts together, what kind of shape do kitty cats have for their ears?
Little triangles.
Little
Look at Lindy.
triangles. Just like Lindy. So we'll do 2 triangles.
The cat hairs.
I do a little bit longer one because my cat's not going to be facing completely forward. But you can make your cat face completely forward. If you do, your head probably will look more like this.
My little kitty. This is gonna be this is gonna be Cookie.
Okay, this is Cookie.
And Cookie has one ear that always tilts to the side.
And now you draw the cat's muzzle, or the nose area, where their mouth and their nose is all going to be. And it's just another round circle. I offset it on the side because my cat is looking on the side. If you're doing a cat that's looking forward, your circle might be more centered like that. So if you're doing a looking forward cat, you might have a cat that looks a bit like that.
Cookie's just sitting in the middle of the mess, just
Did
looking forward.
you just meow? That was a really convincing meow. I had to look around the office to find the real cat. We don't have a real cat. Okay, once you have that part in, let's draw the cat's neck. So it's just 2 lines.
Cookie
Like
doesn't
that.
have too much.
You have a long neck for your cat. If you don't, Sophia drew hers really up close so you don't really see too much. You can just maybe add a little line to the shoulder. And then the back. Kind of like we did for our dragon, like that.
Cookie's kind of sitting with her head looking forward, but her body's kind of tilted to the side.
Trying to think what my next step is. Oh my gosh. And I like to get something that looks a bit like a cat. So we do a little triangle there. And my big happy smile. Mine has a little mouth on it, open. And I like having eyes and expressions because then it can help me decide whether they're pawing ground or they're doing something. So we do almond shape. So sort of like a oval, but with pointy ends on it.
My little cute Cookie isn't gonna have that. She's got her eyes wide open like circles.
You can do that too. You can do circles on your cat. Most cats have, we often say cat-like eyes or cat-shape eyes, and that usually has this sort of shape to them, but it's your cat, and I want you guys to make that shape of the eye. What happened to his eye? Or her eye? As you want to make them. In this case, because I've got my cat in a bit of a different direction, it's not going to be 2 equal almonds. It's going to be 1/2 almond on the other side. I like when I turn my head a little bit like this way, you don't see all of the circle on the other side.
Can I start my tibia?
If you would like to. Next, I draw approximately where I want the little front paws to be. And they're either sort of circles or semicircles, depending on how firmly pressed to the ground the little paws are.
And how many ways can cats communicate?
How many ways can cats communicate?
A. Meowing, purring, hissing, and growling. B. Meowing, purring, hissing, growling, and squeaking. C. Meowing, purring, hissing, growling, squeaking, churning, clicking, and grunting.
That's a lot of ways. So, like, you have 4 for A, 5 for B, and like 6 or 7 for C?
8 for
8 for C. Oh my gosh. How many different ways of communicating can cats do? Sophia asked me when we were doing this, by the way, as you're thinking of your trivia answer, that she wanted to learn how to do the kitty with its tail wrapped around its paws. So you can definitely do that. You just sort of do a long piece like that, and you just erase what it's overlapping. So if you want a kitty curled up like that, we have an A. We have A as a option. If you want a kitty that's got their tail perked up,
My kitty's legs
You can
don't
do it.
show.
just like that, it's sort of an S-shaped.
Cookie's feet don't show because her tail is over top.
That's fine. That's a good way to do it. B. I say Mum says A. Aha. I'm going to say C because nobody else is saying it.
We all ready for the answer?
Because everybody else is saying A and B. I'm going to say C. 8 ways.
Answer. Cats can communicate by meowing, purring, hissing, growling, squeaking, cheering, clicking, and grunting. So C is the right answer.
Oh, just because I wanted to be different. Not because I knew anything. It's pretty cool. So, because I put my cat tail. Whoo! I got it out. Because I put my cat tail up, I do the back legs like this. It's sort of a similar like doing a tail. Flat base and round ends. And then I just do a little bump up because that will show where the paw is. And that's sort of almost the whole length of the cat leg just folded under the cat. I'm going to put the belly in because my cat is a very lean cat, although I have some cat that you wouldn't see its belly. And you can start erasing pieces of your cat.
What are house cats most known for?
What are house cats most known for?
A. Their love to play. B. Their love of scratching furniture. C. Their love of napping.
Their love of scratching furniture.
No, Mommy. Their love of play.
Play.
To play. Their love of scratching furniture or their love of napping. Those are the options in the right order.
Cats love to nap, scratch, or play, nap.
No,
No,
play,
scratch,
scratch
or nap.
furniture, or
Play,
nap.
scratch, or nap. I like to say they like to nap. So I'm going to say C. So you can start adding details to your cat. I have made a very long, tall kitty because I guess I just want to put some things. One of the little tricks I'm going to tell you while you're thinking of your answers. Somebody's agreeing with me for C and somebody else is saying B. Well, I think they're in the same house. B and C. I actually would say all of the above, but if we have to pick one, I'm going to say C. Nap and kitty.
Cats, house cats, especially baby kittens, are known most for their love to play.
Their love to play.
How long have cats been living with humans?
How long have cats been living with humans? So I was going to give my little trick while you're thinking of this one. For whiskers on your cat, you can go just tiny little dots like that to indicate that the cat has whiskers. Because sometimes you can't really see the whiskers. They're so light. If you really wanted to do whiskers, you can also like show them. You could do long, sweeping thing. And they also have eye whiskers too.
Cookie
So you can
only
do that if
has
you want.
the whiskers on her mouth.
I sometimes find that they're thousands of years. Well, Sophia's got a choice. She does have many. So.
A. 1,250 years. B. 9,500 years. C. 20,325 years.
Cleaning up my kitty. Okay, so A, 1,250. B, 9,500, and C, 20,000 plus. Okay.
No, 20,000.
325. I'm gonna guess B.
B.
We got B
With
and A.
B. We have A.
Now, if you want to make your cat have some personality here, you can do whatever you want. If you want a fluffy cat, I
just had an
have
idea
some
for what I'm going
zigzags here
to put on
to
her
make a fluffy
collar.
cat.
I know what I'm going to put on her collar.
You can also use some zigzags to give them stripes. You can have a bell on their collar, which is sort of what I tried to do, but it doesn't
Her
really
collar
work.
has a cookie shape on it because she's cookie.
A cookie-shaped collar. I like that.
You have a
Maybe you have a
B-A-C-B.
B-A-C-B. We've got lots of choices here. I'm going B. I'm going B. Because I'm
Answer.
thinking Egyptian.
Cats have been living with humans for at least 9,500 years. So B was the correct answer.
I actually knew the answer to that. They have found archaeological evidence of cats living as domesticated pets in Egypt for almost 10,000 years. Not quite, 9,500 as Sophie's found. So yeah, you can add little details. You can make that cat with black ears. You can make that cat with whatever you want. This is my very tall and scraggly cat.
Cookie's just gonna be sitting in the middle of the
So
kitty.
how do you take that shape and then do other things with your cats? I'm gonna make them this a little bit smaller so you can see the other cat. So how do you take those?
Because I want to make one lying down and one.
You want to make one lying down. Does anybody else have any other ways they want to make a cat? Make one lying down really quickly. You ready? Taking all of those shapes that you've just learned to how to draw a sitting cat, draw a cat. You might want to draw, instead of a circle, almost an oval for the head. And you want to know why we're going to draw an oval instead of a full circle? If you've ever put your face down on your arms like this, how much do you see? You don't really see all of it. And even if you had all your full face on there, you kind of squish it down a little bit and make it look like an oval.
My little kitty, this is gonna be Misty. Misty's got her head slightly above the ground, so it's actually a full circle.
So cats, that shape that I showed you with the guitar shape, the cat is going to have that guitar shape shoved up just a little bit further and spread out. That's going to be the shoulders and where the paws are going to cross.
What I want is I want to have it from the side view.
This is the side view.
Oh.
You'll see. Don't worry. I might have done that a little bit too thick. It might be just a little more thin like
My
that.
pencil is pushing in.
Your pencil's pushing. You need more pencil.
No, but I'm.
Oh, I see. I see the type you're using. You don't need another lead. You need more things. So there's that, and then you would draw that circle part of the hip because those parts are usually the parts you see. And Sophia wants to do it lying down. It looks kind of like strange, like a weird set of planets in outer space.
Mine looks like a ladybug.
Ladybug? So you put your ears on your cat. You decide where the muzzle is on this cat.
Where's my eraser go? I just lost my eraser. It's on the back of my pencil. I lost my eraser.
I've got nothing. She found her eraser. I heard it click. You do your little triangle for the nose. You would sort of do sleepy eyes, closed eyes, which are just little half circles there. Show your kitty's sleeping. Maybe your kitty's mouth is closed.
Sleeping. She's just lying down because it's comfy.
Well, if your kitty's just lying down because it's comfy, you can. I'm making this one a sleeping kitty with his hands on its paws. If you're not doing that, you can make your kitty's head up a little bit and put a neck on it too. So, kitty, I'm going to sort of make a back, curvy back. And there's the kitty's shoulders.
My kitty's lying down to the side. Like I hadn't seen it from the side.
Yep.
Look. Look at my screen. Look at Mommy.
Oh, I see. I see how you're doing it. That's cool. So there's the kitty's shoulders. Meow. And then I've just put a paw like that across. You could get really fancy and make it
I
look like
swear
you're
this
actually
pencil.
crossing over.
Oh my god.
If you want to. But there's my kitty. And then I would take a paw or the tail. Maybe the tail is wrapped up right like that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a tail. This looks a little weird. I apologize. But then we just sort of do a tail wrapped around the kitty. But it's just taking the same sort of shapes. I maybe made my kitty a little too stretchy here. Yeah, let me redo this guy. In this case, I'm going to put that hip just a little closer here because I think I might have made the kitty a little further expanded than I wanted to. So make that kitty tail wrap around. You don't need to put that back paw on. And maybe with this guy, you can sort of see a little bit more, because I made him a little bulkier, how we could turn it into maybe a sleeping lion. We take this guy, instead of a tail, I'm going to change this up and make him more of a big sleeping lion. So there's his big back paw. And his tail might come across like that. He has more of a pointy tail and a spark. That we're girl lion, we just leave it like so. If you want a lion with big old mane, then you start putting some big shaggy fur coming out. And make it attached to that face so you can tell that it's this big mane coming out. And that's how you'd sort of turn a little cat, or at least the base, same base that you would do for a little cat, into a big cat. Do you have any more trivia?
That's it.
That was it. 3 good questions. Thank you.
Welcome. Missy's a little baby kitty.
I wasn't sure. I didn't know. I didn't hear anything if she was focusing. So that's kind of what you could do for a lying down kitty. My kitty's it's a lion now. It's lying down.
He's lying down.
It's terrible. But yeah, you can change your kitty shapes into all kinds of things. Like if I wanted to make this a really, if I were to redo Lindy.
What is a playing cat? What is a playing cat? What does a playing cat say when they're tired?
What does a cat? So a cat who's been playing, what does it say when they're tired?
Yarn.
Yarn. Oh my gosh, did you just say that?
Yeah.
Yarn. So this is me playing with the shapes now. Using similar shapes to what we did and making the cat. I'll just turn this guy off so I can get, this is going to be my cute little kitten cat. Super big head, super big eyes. I'm going to do with this guy. But this is sort of taking all those shapes you just do for sitting can help you place and create the structure for your cat. They do need a cat. That's true. They need a cat nap. And then, like with many of the other animals we've discovered along the way, cats have that sort of backward knee area. So you do a little knee to make the back paw for this guy. Kind of goes out.
What's a cat's favorite color?
What's a cat's favorite color? We're thinking. I don't know. What is a cat's favorite color?
Oh. Purple.
Purple. It's my favorite color too. Purple.
I guess then you're a kitty. Meow. Meow.
So I'm going to draw this cute little kitten-ish character. And
but I didn't get follow. I haven't started my standing kitty.
That's okay. You can see. I made you really super skinny legs on this dude. Purple. Sorry, I'm still laughing about that. But yeah, once you get the basic shapes, you can start playing with them, start changing them, start making new creations with them and making them your own kitties. I don't know what I'm doing with this cat right here, but changing some perspectives. Okay, purple was already used. That's totally, purr is not allowed to be used again. Meow, right? Sophia's just like.
What is a hurting cow? What does a hurting cat say?
A hurting cat?
Hurting cat.
Oh, a cat that's hurting?
Yeah.
So I'm making this like stubby little bean.
Oh. Grown. I swear this pencil. Oh God. Swear. This pencil is so annoying. Just trying to draw. I almost finished cat. I barely even started.
You barely even started. Alright, so what do you, yeah, you're doing great with that. You're doing great on your cat. Positively perfect. So I always like to give you the shape of something and start with something, but then you can sort of totally take it and run with it. She's out of the building. She's just gone. She is out.
The pun book.
The punster is getting her pun book. That just made him look a little hyena-like, actually. This could be a little hyena cat, but not my intention.
Where did I put them all? Okay.
Why do cats always get their way? It's written in the clause of their contract? No.
Because they're posse.
Why?
Because they're posse instead of bossy. Posse.
They're posse?
Posse.
Oh my gosh. I want to hear the answers. I like your answer though. Because they're... Why do they get their way? How do they get their way? Because they're perfect. Of course.
All of these puns are catastrophic.
Oh, come on now.
It's a catastrophe in here.
They are making me feline slow. I have fond memories of having a pun war with a particular friend of mine and her family. That was sort of a regular thing to do. Some a bit geeky. Fond childhood memories. So I'm glad you guys are carrying on the tradition. There is no pun in any of that. Don't look for one. There isn't one.
There's no punishment for punning.
Oh. Yes, there is.
The puns pack a punch.
Oh my gosh, she started it. I can't get her to be quiet.
You started it.
How did I even? Oh.
Somebody started. I don't know who started it anymore.
So yeah, so I made this kind of roundy kitty, and it's got this sort of little tufts, and you can do whatever you want to do with them to make them. You can make people cats if you want, cat people. But just using those base shapes that we did with this sitting kitty, who's now, let's move him up here so he's not. But just starting with the shapes with the sitting kitty, we can move those shapes around, we can play with those shapes and spend a lot of time making some different kinds of cats, short cats, tall cats, big cats, small cats, cats of any spot or stripe. Yeah. Don't know. Did you meow it and start it? Meow started it?
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sad to hear that. I haven't seen the Cats movie. And I really, really like to play a lot. I know all of the music by heart. So I'm very sad to hear that not a lot of people found the Cats movie enjoyable. So one of these days, just because I'm a glutton for punishment, I am going to see it. And I'll see if things go crazy, if I have the fortitude to turn it off, if I can have the strength to turn it off. So with this guy, I didn't even keep his muzzle closed. I sort of just opened it up. I love cats. I don't have a cat.
She's allergic to cats?
Yeah. I don't know. There's some of them where I'm... The costumes for this show are really awesome because they're actually people dressed up to look like cats but not really looking like cats, but then your imagination can take over. And I have seen some of the costumes for the movie and I'm just like, there's not a lot left for the brain to interpret on its own. Do other people, do you friends have cats at home as pets? I mean, we've got lots of Minecraft pets, but we don't have,
Me and Jay are having,
a cat off.
Cat competition. We're breeding cats, we're getting cats. I'm only missing, in Minecraft, yeah. I'm only missing 4 types of cats.
Well, I better color some of these kitties.
And so am I. I can color my cats. I drew 3 of 4 kinds of cats. I'm missing a Siamese cat, a peach cat, which Jay has like 7 of.
Me thinks me letting you play too much of the Minecraft.
Not.
No, not enough, huh?
Yeah.
So summer has officially started. Summer break. Thundercats! Thunder, 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 Thundercats. That's my childhood.
I was reading Warriors books.
It's true.
It's about cat clans.
So, well, and that's somebody mentioned that in the comments. I didn't read it out for you, but I remember my warrior cats phase. I don't know if that's related to the cat clans or not, or if you just created your own characters that were warrior cats. That's pretty cool. But Sophia did, yeah, Miss Rainbows here did read a lot of the Aaron Hunter cat books.
Wow.
I have met the famous cats that are your aunt's cats. Janie. In fact, they were the inspiration for Joey the Dragon.
Yeah. I did like RiverClan too.
RiverClan?
RiverClan.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to be ShadowClan, but they just were so obviously evil that I couldn't. Not at first, but. So yeah, RiverClan is awesome.
It was either RiverClan or WindClan.
WindClan's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sophia's written so many little short stories based off of that story. It's pretty awesome. So I'm going to do this little brown cat. Cataclysm. Next week, I've already decided, based off of some of what you guys were saying earlier, that we're going to do some trees.
And landscapes.
And landscapes or backgrounds. Some of the things to think about when you're doing backgrounds. We're going to do trees, primarily. And we have a few other ideas for other stuff, but if you guys have some thoughts right now, we can share them while we're coloring up our cats.
Lily's happy that she gets to see a cat. She's looking at my cats.
Well, I think
I'm missing,
she's pink, right?
Yeah. I'm missing a Carswa, Cookie, Misty, and Simonu. So what I'm naming all the different types of cats and
Her
everything.
muzzle's very white now.
Yeah, you like them too. You like my cats. Little Bean likes my cats. Okay, now.
Camo. I'm going with camo with this kit right here. Sort of.
Yellow. Now I need...
One of my favorite cats are little gray cats.
I have a gray cat in Minecraft. It's a little chimney.
Chimney. Is that what you call your cat?
Chimney.
Chimney. Okay, well, I'm sort of taking some of the pink away because I've just decided that in order to follow the color of Lindy, which is Sophia's little animal character, I'm going to need to have a base of gray. Her paws are also gray.
The bottom are kind of greenish gray, and then her tummy's white. Along with just above her
because
nose.
she's been running around playing in the grass. The greenish gray is because we have a very active kitty. Active toy kitty.
Aww.
Again, I don't have a cat.
I don't really have to color in Misty too much. Is this because Misty here that I have is actually
yes,
a
Tawny
white
Pelt
Misty
is
cat.
the best ShadowClan cat ever.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a surprise for me, actually. I won't say too much in case anybody else wants to read the books and get involved in the amazing craziness of warriors. I have a feeling that some people will probably see more of them next year if they're going into grade 3. So that's sort of when you started reading them.
Yeah, I found them.
Grade 4.
I found mine for project, like a book report project. We had to choose a chapter book, and I was looking in the chapter book section, and I found a book about cats. And
She's like a cat.
And I picked it out. I read the first like paragraph and went, yeah, I'm keeping this. surprisingly, I actually read the second one,
First.
and then the rest, and then at the end I read the first one because though they didn't have the first book, they actually had the second one, and I went up about halfway through book 4. It was around Christmas, and I got a present that was all of
The series.
Series, yeah.
Yeah, she's got all of the series. It was tough because you couldn't get the one that you wanted in the library because they weren't available all the time. So Lindy has these pink eyes.
That's basically all I have to do to color Misty because Misty's whitish like Miss. It's just neutral gray. Yes. Just maybe add a bit of neutral gray in there.
For when I'm trying to bring some life to eyes, I always add a little bit of white to it, and it's pretty cool. Dawn of the Clans.
I'm reading Dawn of the Clans.
Yeah, Sophia's in the middle of that. Miss Rainbows here likes that one too. We got it out of the library, and then of course the school is closed, and we didn't get to read the rest of it.
I think I still have that.
No, I had to take it back later.
Okay.
I had to take it back.
I think
I can make this a little.
Well, I had no idea where that was.
I found it.
Where?
I have a character that I paint once in a while. That is a dragon cat. It's sort of a kitty cat with dragon wings, and I've created its hair spikes up a little bit like hair spikes. So you can do whatever kind of characters you want with this. The sky is the limit. Your imagination is the only thing that holds you back. It's true. I'm making this a sort of Gryffindor tribute.
You know, a Gryffindor lion?
Sort of, yeah. Even though, you know, me and Gryffindor,
I'm Hufflepuff.
I don't dislike people from Gryffindor. I just am not Gryffindor.
I'm Hufflepuff.
I do have that one character that I draw when I have zero clue on what to draw. I do, actually. She comes up a lot in my sketchbooks, and I don't actually have any of my sketchbooks handy because they're all downstairs. Because that's where I usually take up if I'm just looking to draw. I draw Wisp, and she's my little ghost girl.
Yeah. J.E., that's the picture in...
Yeah, I made a big pixel art picture of Wisp in my Minecraft realm world.
It's not your realm, it's my uncle's.
Not my realm, no, it's uncle's realm. It's true. True. But I'm gonna do a little smudging on the hair here. Yay! So I draw Wisp whenever I'm trying to figure out my feelings. She appears a lot in my sketchbook, and sometimes if I really don't know what to draw, I will go around the house and find objects to just draw, and then I'll turn them into something else. So, like, I have a lot of crazy things in my thing, but like I have Maleficent Dragon. So I draw the Maleficent Dragon stuffy, and then I would add things to it to change it. Or I would go and find a common teacup, and I would think about, I don't know, anything that would be associated with the teacup, like the saying, a tempest in a teacup or tempest in a teapot, and so I made a painting out of that. So that's really where I get a lot of my inspiration and my creativity from. I just go around and find stories and other objects. But yes, if I do have if I am really, really stuck and I don't know what to do, I have that one character. I go back to Wisp a lot. Or Kopi, who's another character I used to draw a lot, who I created when Miss Rainbows was a baby. And it was sort of a character that kind of represented what I thought I saw in her personality as a baby. Sort of smart and curious and stubborn and fun. Oh, that's cool. Different characters but same body. Well, as you're probably learning with each week we do this, we do a lot of similar bases and then transform them into the other things. So it's sort of to give you guys a toolbox if you want to go on and draw other creatures, other characters to draw on when you're doing it, just to give you an idea of pacing and
This is my
spacing.
picture.
And yeah, it's totally cool. You have
Karswa, Cookie, and Misty. The missing cat's crew.
The
Minus
missing-
missing Sayamino.
missing Sayamino.
Sayamino is
Mhm.
these are the types of cats that I'm missing in the Minecraft realm.
Have you drawn some of your characters, Emily, for Draw With Me Kids? Some of those 3 characters you've mentioned?
Yeah, I remember one.
Noir,
No, I
Or-
remember
Rabdo.
Rabido.
I think I remember that too. So I'm looking at names and going, wait a second, I think I saw those on some of your artwork. That's pretty cool. I always find it comforting to just draw my feelings out or write my feelings out. So that's what I like about art, is that if you're having a tough day and you don't know how to put it into words, write it into words, you can draw it into words. And if you don't know how to draw it into words, sometimes writing the words down can get you inspired to do some more art.
Lindy has a pink nose. I just realized she didn't get her pink nose.
Lindy has a pink nose. Oh,
Yes.
goodness.
Hold
on, Lindy.
Glow pink.
There's a lot of pink in you. Pink nose. And she doesn't have quite the fluffy ears, but and you're pink on the inside of your ears too. Oops. That's the wrong layer. Digital art. That is the biggest danger in digital art, is picking the wrong layer. It's okay. Like we've learned here, there are no mistakes. And you can just sort of go with it. Lindy is having a lot of fun. We are all done in a record time of stuff today. Is there any quick little questions or cat tribute? Oh no. Sorry.
Attributes.
Any other things that you'd like to learn about cats or learn about how to draw them? We got lots
I mean,
of
how
time.
to paw them.
Hmm. And I might take some of that tufty off.
Oh. Lindy has light pink whiskers.
And a light pink mouth.
Little kitty.
So we'll go super pale pink in my selection. And I will go here and draw pink mouth. And pink whiskers. Shouldn't have them up on here though. So I'll just take those away. And there we have Lindy, Sophia's little kitty, Miss Rainbow's kitty.
Just coming over.
I would say 9 times out of 10 that when I do my commissions or my art books or illustrations for children's books, I will actually draw 2 layers and that is it. I will actually do all the color and keep the line art handy, but then eventually I'll just get rid of the line art and continue working that way. because I'm used to painting on canvases or on watercolor pieces, and you don't really have a lot of room for happy mistakes like you do on digital art. So the nice part about digital art is you can always use the back button, the back go undo button. But I don't know, I think it's far more fun to let your accidents happen and do creative stuff. So I guess
Guys,
else has any...
remember we were talking about Kopi earlier?
Yeah, he doesn't go that far there.
Should. Wanted to.
It doesn't go that far. This is the chaos that happens in my head. Especially when Sophia gets an idea in her head. Okay, go for it. Sophia's going on a tour. Showing off her messy bedroom a bit. No, she's not showing off her messy bedroom.
It's Kopi.
It's Kopi in a Bay, which is a story I did for her when she was little.
There you go.
Her room. I painted it many years ago. You can't see the date on it, but it does say 12 on it. 2012. That's one of the characters I will often paint. And the cool thing about making your own characters or being inspired to do your own art on that is sometimes when you've got the story going, it can be really helpful to sort out your own thoughts and your own ideas. And sometimes people get really excited about them too.
Lindy's enjoying being on camera.
Lindy likes being on camera. So we are almost done, so might as well say thanks for joining us. We had a lot of fun today with the cats. It was perfect, everyone. And next week we will do trees, but if you have any ideas in the meantime, send me a message or send us a message. Sophia gets to read them too. Or put something in the comments when I put the album out for today's drawings. We'll see you guys next week. We're going to keep it up all of July, probably all of August. And we love it when you come out to draw with us. So, says Lindy. I think that's cat for goodbye.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time. And stay safe and have a great summer.
Bye.